friends, and today I'm going to be telling y'all my WWE Money in the Bank prediction. Stay tuned.
You heard them this Saturday live from the O2 Arena in London. We have Money in the Bank. What an epic card we already have. Looks like another stacked lineup of awesome matches. Guys, throw a thumbs up on this video if you're excited to see what happened. This Money in the Bank has a special start time of 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At the time of this recording, there have been 7 matches announced. We still got SmackDown tomorrow, so they can always throw in another one. Forgive us if we've left one out. These matches are in no particular order. Don't forget to go comment your predictions down below. Ryder, let's start it off with this barn burner of a match. For the Intercontinental title, we got Riddle versus the champion Gunther.
I think that Riddle could win because Gunther has just held on to the IC title for way too long, and I think that he's going to step up and go to like the World Heavyweight title.
Ooh, I like that. Let me ask you this. Do you think that Gunther has done a good job of representing the Intercontinental title and bringing more prestige and making it, you know, like kind of that workhorse title that it used to be? Do you think that he's made the Intercontinental title relevant again? Like, does it feel like a big championship to you?
In a way.
I know that you haven't experienced what that feels like. I grew up in an era where HBK was the Intercontinental Champion. Back in the day, if you held onto that belt for any amount of time, that meant they were getting you ready for that big push. They were strapping that rocket to you, and you were going straight on to the moon, and you were going to win the big one. So you think Riddle's going to defeat Gunther? I know why you're hoping he defeats Gunther. You've been talking non-stop about a Randy Orton return. It doesn't matter if we're watching Raw, NXT, SmackDown, House Show. He thinks that Orton is coming back. He is just so hyped. He's like, Dad, this would be perfect if Orton came back. And I'm like, Ryder, he's just in a tag match. There'd be no reason for that, which I've been wrong many a times. But I know that you're excited, and maybe we'll get a Riddle and Randy feud before it's over with. Is that what you're hoping for? Next up, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. We got the champs, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Raquel Rodriguez and a returning Liv Morgan. Who's winning?
I think that Ronda and Shayna could win, but I want Raquel and Liv to win because I don't think that there was a point for them to lose the titles.
Well, don't forget, the point of that was that Liv got injured. You know, she said that whenever she came back. She said, we're coming back to get the titles that we never lost. So you want Raquel and Liv to win. You want them, but you think Rousey and Baszler is just going to shut it down.
They might win.
I mean, do you see Raquel and Liv as a threat to Baszler and Rousey? So what you want to happen and what you think's gonna happen is two totally different things here. So you're going with Ronda and Baszler retaining over...
Wait, they could win.
Well, anyone could win. Okay, let's break it down. Let's make it quick. Who you want to win, who could win. That's anybody.
Who I want to win is Raquel and Liv, but who I think that could win is Shayna and...
Well, of course. I think you're just having a hard time getting your words out, and that's okay, dude. I know there's a lot. This is such a stacked card. It's a lot to process. So let's just do this. Who's your winner?
Raquel and Liv.
Wow, you changed it up. Perfect. So you're going with new women's tag team champions, Raquel and Liv. Let's hop into the women's Money in the Bank match. You got Zelina Vega versus Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Io Sky versus Trish Stratus versus Zoe Starks. There is a lot of animosity building in this match. It's gonna go a lot of different ways. Who's grabbing the briefcase?
I think that Trish Stratus could, because she's more skilled than, she's been wrestling longer than them.
So you think that her experience is going to play a key factor in her climbing the rung and grabbing down the women's Money in the Bank title? We also got this. Zoe is also aligned herself now with Trish, and you know, they're having a feud with Becky. So yeah, you could be right, but hey, let's think about this. You got Trish and Zoe together, and you got Io and Bailey, which I think they're about to break up Damage Control, which kind of stinks. And then you got Zelina and Becky. That leaves them by themselves. What if while Becky is fighting with Trish and Zoe, what if Zelina Vega sneaks up the ladder and grabs that women's Money in the Bank briefcase, surprising everyone?
Then that would be crazy if that did happen.
That would be insane, because Zelina's been around for a while, and she, you know, she's put in the work. You know, she did have a pretty epic performance against Rhea at Backlash. So maybe it's Zelina's time. But all of my predictions aside, you are going with Trish Stratus as the winner of the 2023 Women's Money in the Bank match. Okay. Next up for the World Heavyweight Championship, we got Finn Balor versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Do you not think that Finn can get it done?
I think that Seth could pull off the curb stomp off the top.
Off the top rope? Well, that would be one way to keep Finn down. What about how much Finn has been fighting and clawing and just trying to, it seems like, prove himself that he can get that one up on Seth Rollins. Even with all of that, do you still feel that Seth is just a step above Finn? What makes you think that? Look at the incredible performances that Finn has had throughout the years.
I just think that Seth and his, that the moves he does could pull out the win.
So you just think that he's more innovative? You think that Seth's up here, you know, Finn's a little bit older than Seth. Seth's a little bit younger. Is he a little bit faster? You know, that can always come into play too. You're going with Seth freaking Rollins retaining the World Heavyweight title. Next up, can't wait to see this one. We got Dominic Mysterio, Dom Dom, versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
I knew before I even asked that you were just gonna come in with that abrupt Cody Rhodes. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. Actually, I take that back. I'm gonna throw a butt in. What if Brock Lesnar shows up and costs Cody Rhodes the match against Dom, setting up Brock versus Cody 3?
Well, that could happen, but I still think that Cody could fight Brock again. Well, not fight Brock again, but fight him again.
So
I think that Cody could fight out of Brock.
Okay, you think that he could outfight Brock is what you mean, and still take on Dominic. Dude, I mean, taking on Dominic, I mean, he seems like a tough guy. I mean, he did go to prison. You know, he went to jail that time. So, like, he's got some street cred on him. But you're talking about taking on Dom, a convicted felon, you know. Dude's been to the big house, so he's pretty tough. And Brock Lesnar, like, you gotta be some kind of superhuman freak of nature to take on both of those at the same time. But you think that Cody Rhodes is the man to do that?
Yes.
I'm with it. Think it'll be a great match. Now let's go to the men's Money in the Bank match. We got Ricochet versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Santos Escobar versus LA Knight. Yeah! Versus Butch versus Damian Priest versus your boy Logan Paul. Who's gonna try to cash it in later?
I think that Ricochet or Logan Paul could win because Ricochet has all these crazy moves, and then I just want Logan to win because I like Logan.
Ricochet will be at home. I agree with you. This is kind of like his playground, his forte, if you will. But what if Ricochet has a miscalculation and one of those high-flying maneuvers don't pay off? He's coming off the ladder set up in the ring and he's jumping to the outside and he misses and goes through a table. Then he's crashing burns and woo. Let's talk about something. Yeah? LA Knight? Yeah?
They could just scream, yeah.
Yeah? How are you not gonna pick LA Knight? Yeah? I mean, the guy's one of the hottest things going on right now. I mean, do you not get it? Yeah?
Do you think he's just gonna use his yeah powers to win?
Yeah? Of course. We witnessed it, the mass support that LA Knight, has going right now. I love the guys that you picked. I'm gonna weigh in because I want to see it. I want to see it, Ryder. And I'm sure that you all at home want to see it. The man, L.A. Knight. Yeah! You want to see him reach up and grab that Money in the Bank briefcase?
The Money in the Bank.
And get... Having a little too much fun on it. I want to see him. I want to see him get it. But guys, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. The Money in the Bank briefcase is now eligible on the Intercontinental US. But here's the thing.
I just thought of something.
What?
Whoever wins the Money in the Bank could cash in on Riddle if he does win.
He could. I got a theory for it. We're going to save this for the last part of this. We're about to hop into it right now. But your Money in the Bank, you're going with who? Ricochet or Logan Paul? You got to pick one or the other. Ricochet? I like that. That would be an interesting win. I think it would throw everyone for a loop. No one would be seeing that coming. That would be awesome. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this.
Usos.
Hold on. The last match that we have on this card, we got Bloodline Civil War going on. The Usos versus Solo Sikoa, I'm sorry. And the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the ultimate Usos, your undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Roman Reigns.
Usos.
Dude, really? It takes both of the Usos to take out Solo. It takes both of the Usos to take out Roman. What's going to happen whenever Solo and Roman starting on the Usos?
Roman sucks.
Okay. Are you ever just going to maybe acknowledge the fact that Roman is a credible wrestler? I mean, the most impressive world title run in the modern era of professional wrestling. I mean, you can't deny it. Do the math. Look it up here on the Google machine, dude. What? I mean, you can't. It takes 2 super kicks to take down Solo. One super kick. Technically 2 if you got both of the Usos kicking one Solo and Roman. It takes both of them to do that.
Usos. Because Roman sucks, Solo sucks, Roman sucks, Solo sucks.
I will say this, and I'm about to get to my interesting theory, so make sure you stick around for this. Me as a Roman fan, chill out. Roman, if it had not been for the Usos, many times ago, I believe would have lost his championships already. This is going to make for a very, very interesting match. Now, here's my bonus theory. What if L.A. Knight, wins the men's Money in the Bank match, and just so happens the Usos win the Bloodline Civil War match, and Roman's still laying in the ring, and all of a sudden L.A. Knight comes running out to the ring with his Money in the Bank briefcase in hand, cashes in, and defeats Roman Reigns. Wow, that place would go crazy, and the roof here would absolutely blow off the top of our house because of this guy. He's been waiting and waiting and waiting and raging and raging and raging.
For this moment.
How crazy do you think that would be?
Insane.
Would it be the biggest feeling of joy that you've ever felt in your life?
Yeah. Or yeah.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear. I agree, dude. If that happened, I would lose my mind. It would be the coolest. So that's it for our Money in the Bank predictions. Make sure, guys, to comment down below your predictions. We want to know. We want to hear them. And don't forget to subscribe and enable those bell notifications. Thank you all for hanging out with us and listening to his predictions and a little bit of mine. Guys, we love you all. That's it for me, Ryder.
Bye.